will continue on, and that Bob Hope will be involved in future events. As for now, things at March Field run with calculated and precise movements and anticipate.
That's all the training they got, and... And you strap up and step on a battlefield for the... Worm and scumbag. Before then, my biggest problem was delivering groceries and not breaking the eggs. Now every time I turn around, some crazy Jap's trying to gut me. I remember asking the recruitment officer, "What's the deal with you guys?" I swear to God, he looked right through me and he said, "Deal? We're Marines, son, and we deal in lead." Next thing I knew, I was on a train for San Diego, soldiering for the Corps. Boot camp.
Shine, ladies! Beauty sleeps over! Front and center! Do you understand me? In the beginning was God. All else was darkness. So God created the heavens and the earth. He divided the earth between land and sea, and these he filled with many assorted creatures. The dark, slimy creatures of the oceans God called sailors, and he dressed them accordingly. The flighty creatures of the air he called airmen, and these he clothed in uniforms which were ruffled and foul. The lower creatures of the land God called soldiers, and he gave them trousers too short, covers too long, and pockets to warm their hands. And on the seventh day, as you know, God rested. And on the eighth day, at 0500 hours, God looked down upon the earth and was not happy. God was not happy! So he thought about his labors, and in his infinite wisdom, God created a divine creature, and this he called a marine. And these marines, whom God created in his own image, were to be of the air, the land, and the sea. And these he gave practical, fighting uniforms, so that they could wage war against the forces of Satan and evil. And he gave them evening and dress uniforms, so they might score with the ladies on Saturday night and impress the hell out of everybody. And at the end of the eighth day, God looked down upon the earth and saw that it was good. This puts me one step above God, because I am a Marine. You remember that, and we'll get along just fine. Now you maggots have exactly 3 minutes until I expect you standing at attention outside. Fall out!
Whew. He scares me, Frank. I think maybe he is God.
Well, Jimmy, just keep your head down and do what he says, and we won't have to find out. Willie, you coming?
Oh, yeah, Frank. Oh, hey, Tommy, right? Tommy Conlon?
Oregon. You?
Guys, let's head out. We don't want to piss off God, do we?
Today is the day we separate the men from the girls. You will become a part of the United States Marine Corps. Are you ready?
Aye, Sergeant!
Now, Baker Squad, you are to sit tight and wait for your babysitter to show up. I am not him. Able Squad, I want to see you ladies hightail it over to my obstacle course on the double. Move out! I want to see nothing but asses and elbows, ladies!
Let's make him proud, boys. Stick together.
You got it, Frank. Come on, Jimmy. Tommy?
Show your mother! are government property. So you better do it my way, and you better like it.
Come on, boys. We can do this better than that group. Let's show 'em.
Bellies and crawl like the worms you are. Now you are going to learn how to use that rifle that you love so much. Hit those dummies with the butt of your rifle.
Sergeant! I'm sorry,
You will not apologize. You will continue to destroy the enemy any way you can. What are you turnballs looking at? If the rest of you had half the strength of Private Manoso, I might actually have something to work with. Well, I can't believe you all made it through in one piece. Now let's see how you girls handle the business end of your weapon. Get your butts onto that transport and we'll finish on the firing range. Move it!
Man, what a hard ass. You said it.
Knock it off, you two. That was the hard part.
Who died and made him boss?
Welcome to my firing range. You will listen to every word I say. I have not lost a single scumbag on my firing line, and I will not lose one today.
Take 1 box each, boys. 1 box each.
Aim at the target positions. Ready on the right. Ready on the left. Stand by, targets. Fire!
Check out Willie! That's right, ladies, I'm a crack shot. Just get me over to Germany and me and this rifle will win that war all by our lonesomes.
Talk is cheap, Private. That's some pretty fair shooting. Let's see what you boots can do with the autos. You four head back to the ammo table and Corporal Bates there will issue you each an M1928A1 Thompson submachine gun. Back up and let's move on to the heavier stuff. You four with the rifles. The MP here will continue to supervise your apparent lack of shooting prowess. Good work, Private Conlon. You may just yet make PFC. All right, pick up a couple grenades. Don't worry, ladies. These are training grenades. See if you can hit some of those barrels out there. Very well, pond scum. Some of you could do better, but it'll do. Now here we have my personal favorite, the M1919A4 30 caliber machine gun. I want 2 men. One is to act as a spotter and reloader. The other will fire the weapon.
Come on, Tommy. I'll spot for you. This ain't my cup of tea.
Okay, let her rip, ladies! All right, pond scum, that truck will win my never-ending incredulous surprise! Well done, Private Conlon. Your heavy weapons proficiency has been duly noted. Now, except maybe for Minoso here, I most seriously doubt any of you will ever be in charge of anything but your own sorry-ass existence. However, there will be times when lives depend on one of you maggots making the right call in the field. I expect each of you to rise to such an occasion. Sullivan, there is a Marine bleeding to death in the open. You cannot reach him without support. Let me hear your call for suppressing fire.
Suppressing fire!
I know so. You're one aggressive son of a bitch. I bet you'll be charging headlong into hell for the Corps. Let me hear you tell these pansies to move up with you.
Move up!
Outstanding. Gaines, you, on the other hand, strike me as someone who'll turn tail and piss himself at the sight of an advancing enemy. Am I right?
No, drill sergeant!
Well, ain't that a shame? If the combat situation dictates, you may need to do just that. You are heavily outnumbered, Private, so you better tell your squad mates to fall back.
Fall back!
Good. I don't care if you're sucking face with Rita Hayworth herself. You hear a Marine call out, you best respond. Private Conlon, you are being fired upon. Your squad is out of position. You need to get your fire team back into formation. So let's hear you rally these boys.
Marines, rally up!
Good. Let's go. All right, men. That's enough for today. Good work out there. But oh my God, Gaines! You've just been shot! Hit the deck! I said hit the deck! Now, there's two things to do if and when you're hit by an enemy in combat. Number one, apply pressure to the wound. Next, if you can, call for a corpsman. If you're lucky, one will be around somewhere nearby. Private Sullivan, I understand you have a medical background.
Yes, Sergeant!
Well, lucky us. Make your way over there a bit and play doc for us. Conlon, you take Private Gaines over to Doc to get him patched up, and then hightail it back over here ASAP.
Careful where you squeeze me there, Tommy.
Go, go!
Hey, thanks for the ride, Tommy.
Well done, Private Conlon, but you've just been shot as well. Hit the deck. Apply pressure to that wound, Private, or we will lose you. Now, call on that corpsman so we can get you patched up and back into action. All right, men. Good work today. I do believe that with a little more work, you may have a fighting chance. Yes. Move out!
Restructuring of position.
more on this as information becomes available. This is Frank Turner reporting.
Triumph cannot exist without hardship, and the price of victory is paid in the blood of men. Faith, courage, and sacrifice paved their road, and that long journey began in the early hours of December 7th, 1941.
So, this...
Hi, Bobby.
You could pick a worse place to spend your time, let me tell you.
You're clear to proceed. Welcome to Pearl.
Up there is Paquette Hall, enlisted quarters. Hell, those guys even have a swimming pool. Rough going, let me tell you. That big one's the dive tower, where they practice rescues. When you get in trouble in a sub, there ain't much anybody can do. Fish, food, city.
I may be wrong, but I won't be wrong always. And I may be wrong, but I won't be wrong always.
Yeah, she's a good ship.
The latest specs. Sure thing, sir. What the hell? That ain't Army! Look at the meatballs on the
serve your country, and come on home, here.